What if I told you that the hardest part of no contact isn't about letting go of someone else, but about facing yourself? Let's be honest, no contact often feels like an uphill climb, barefoot on jagged rocks. It's raw, uncomfortable, and deeply challenging. But here's the powerful truth. This isn't just about cutting ties with someone. It's about uncovering your inner strength, embracing personal growth, and reclaiming your peace of mind. Today, we're embarking on a transformative journey. Together, we'll explore how to stay resilient during no contact, guided by the timeless wisdom of the Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. This philosophy holds the keys to mastering your emotions and creating a life of purpose and strength. Stick with me, because by the end of this, you won't just see no contact differently. You'll see yourself differently. Chapter 1. Why no contact feels like a battle. Let's start by addressing the elephant in the room. Why does no contact feel like such an emotional tug-of-war? One moment, you're certain you've moved on. The next, you're battling an overwhelming urge to check their social media, scroll through old photos, or reread past conversations. It's exhausting, isn't it? The push and pull feel relentless, like waves crashing against a fragile shoreline. But here's the truth. The real struggle isn't about loneliness or missing someone. The battle lies within, between you and your own thoughts. The human mind, when left unchecked, can become its own worst enemy, replaying memories and clinging to what's no longer there. The Stoics teach us that strength begins with focusing on what we can control, instead of spiraling into questions like, why did they do this? Or, will they ever come back? Redirect your energy inward. Ask yourself, how am I reacting to this? How can I reclaim my power? A friend once described no contact as feeling haunted, not by the person they left behind, but by the memories. It was as if she were chasing ghosts, trying to find closure in shadows. The turning point came when she realized the real battle wasn't with her ex, it was with her own mind. Shifting her focus inward, she started to heal by addressing her thoughts and emotions directly. No contact feels like a battle, because it's not just about the other person. It's about facing the parts of yourself that have been avoided or neglected for too long. Chapter 2. The Stoic Mindset, Acceptance and Control. So how do you stop wrestling with your emotions and begin to regain control? The answer lies in one of my favorite teachings from Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. At first glance, it might seem simple, but its depth is life-changing. Let's break it down. You can't control the choices someone else makes. You can't change whether they ghosted you, moved on, or left without explanation. What you can control is how you respond and show up for yourself. Instead of running from your emotions, try sitting with them. This isn't easy at first. It might feel like standing in the middle of a storm. But as uncomfortable as it sounds, it's one of the most liberating things you can do. Here's a practice to try. Grab a journal. The next time you feel overwhelmed, write down every thought, no matter how messy or chaotic it seems. Pour it all out onto the page. Once you see those emotions externalized, you'll notice something incredible. They lose their grip. Emotions are temporary waves, and you are the ocean. This practice builds resilience, one thought at a time. Chapter 3. Turning Pain into Power. Lessons from Seneca. Now let's dive into the transformative heart of this journey. Learning to turn pain into power. When life throws challenges our way, it's easy to feel defeated, to think that the pain is a punishment or a setback. But what if we flipped the narrative? Seneca, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, gives us this timeless gem. Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor strengthens the body. Let that sink in for a moment. This quote changes everything. No contact isn't a punishment, it's an opportunity. Every challenge you face, every ache that grips your heart, every pang of longing is not an end. It's a call to rise, to grow, and to evolve. Pain is a signal for growth. Think about it. Pain isn't just there to torment us. It's a signal, a flashing light on the dashboard of life saying, pay attention, there's room for growth here. The next time you feel the sting of no contact, pause and ask yourself, what is this pain trying to teach me? How can I use this moment to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient? Instead of seeing pain as the enemy, begin to view it as your teacher. It's guiding you toward parts of yourself that need healing, rediscovery, or reinvention. Turn pain into purpose. The beauty of this journey is that you get to choose how you channel your energy. Instead of letting your pain weigh you down, use it as fuel to build something incredible. Here are a few powerful ways to start turning your pain into purpose. 1. Learn a new skill. Think about something you've always wanted to try. A language, an instrument, a creative craft. Now is the time to dive in. Not only does this distract you from the pain, but it also gives you something meaningful to work toward. Imagine the pride you'll feel when you master a new skill or create something from scratch. 2. Focus on physical health. The mind and body are deeply connected. Channel your emotions into movement. Join a fitness class, pick up a new sport, or simply go for a daily walk. Physical activity releases endorphins, helping you feel more positive and empowered. Plus, it's a tangible way to see progress. You'll feel stronger, healthier, and more confident with each step. 3. Dive into self-improvement. What's something you've always wanted to explore but kept putting off? Now is the perfect time to read that book, take that online course, or start that passion project. Growth feels good, and it reminds you that life is full of possibilities waiting to be discovered. Real-life transformation, a story of growth. Let me share a story with you. I know someone who went through a devastating breakup. It was one of those earth-shattering, I'll never recover from this kinds of heartaches. He felt lost, stuck in a cycle of replaying memories and wondering what went wrong. But one day, he made a choice. Instead of sinking further into despair, he signed up for a photography class, a hobby he'd always been curious about but never had the time for. At first, it was just a distraction, something to fill the empty hours. But soon, it became a passion. That passion grew into something more. He started taking photos for friends, then for events, and eventually turned it into a side career. But here's the real magic. Through photography, he rediscovered himself. He found confidence he didn't know he had, and with every photo he took, he built a life that had nothing to do with his ex and everything to do with him. Building a life that's yours alone. Every step you take toward growth is a step away from pain. Each time you invest in yourself, you're building a life that no one else can take from you. You're learning skills that will stay with you for a lifetime. You're cultivating habits that strengthen both your mind and body. You're creating a version of yourself that's more resilient, more fulfilled, and more capable than ever before. The key is to focus on what you can control. You may not be able to change the past or undo what happened, but you can shape your present and your future. This is your time to reclaim your power. Challenge for you. Here's a challenge to take with you today. Write down one thing you've always wanted to do but haven't started yet. Maybe it's a skill, a fitness goal, or a project you've been dreaming about. Commit to taking the first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be yours. Remember, the pain you're feeling isn't permanent. It's a stepping stone, a chance to create something extraordinary out of something difficult. Chapter 4. Handling triggers and loneliness. Even with all the growth and strength you're building, there will be moments when loneliness hits hard. Maybe it's a song that comes on the radio, a photo that pops up unexpectedly, or even just a quiet Sunday afternoon. So, how do you navigate these moments without losing your footing? The Stoic Marcus Aurelius offers a powerful perspective. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This means that triggers, rather than being obstacles, can become opportunities. When you feel the urge to reach out or revisit old memories, stop and reframe. Ask yourself, how can I use this moment to grow stronger? Here are some practical strategies. 1. Practice mindful breathing. In moments of intense emotion, take 10 deep breaths, focusing on the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. It's a simple yet effective way to calm the chaos in your mind. 2. Create a no-contact survival kit. Fill it with resources that inspire strength. A favorite book, empowering affirmations, or a playlist of songs that uplift you. Keep it close for those tough moments. Remember, triggers don't have to derail you. They can guide you toward deeper healing. Chapter 5. Finding peace through detachment. When it comes to healing, one of the most transformative concepts you can embrace is detachment. It's a practice that can change the way you see your past, your present, and even your future. But let's clear up a common misconception right away. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on love or connection. It doesn't mean pretending you don't care or shutting yourself off emotionally. Detachment is about reclaiming your inner peace. It's about acknowledging the parts of your story that have shaped you without allowing them to dictate who you are today. As Epictetus, the great Stoic philosopher, teaches us, attachment leads to suffering, while detachment offers freedom. This doesn't mean you reject the experiences or the people you've loved. Instead, you learn to release the emotional weight that no longer serves you. Detachment is the art of letting go, not to forget, but to make room for growth, healing, and peace. Why detachment is key to healing? Attachment often keeps us tethered to the past, replaying the what-ifs and if-onlys in a loop that feels impossible to escape. You might find yourself holding onto memories or fantasies about how things could have been. While this is natural, it can also be exhausting. The truth is, attachment to what's no longer within your control creates suffering. Detachment, on the other hand, allows you to step back and observe your emotions without being consumed by them. It creates space between your feelings and your identity, reminding you that while the relationship was a part of your story, it doesn't define who you are. Chapter 6: Building a New Narrative. Once you've let go of the past, it's time to look ahead and create a future centered on you. This is your opportunity to write a new narrative, one filled with joy, goals, and dreams. Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Healing isn't about proving anything to anyone, it's about becoming the best version of yourself. Shift your focus from the past to building a life that excites and fulfills you. How to start your new chapter 1. Envision your ideal life. Take a moment to imagine your dream life without the weight of the past. What makes you happy? Who do you want to be? 2. Focus on your goals. Think about what truly brings you joy, whether it's traveling, learning a new skill, or pursuing a passion project. You can't control the waves, but you can learn to ride them. Focus on your growth and let go of the past. Your happiness and strength are within reach. Share your biggest takeaway in the comments. Like this video if you're ready to take back your power. Subscribe for more insights to help you grow and thrive.